Good evening, Sean. How are
Good evening,
you?
Dave.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm realizing I'm a bit in darkness because I haven't done my ring light, so bear with me, everyone. Whoa, that's a little bit bright. A bit too bright. Let me bring that down. So yeah, I am good. We are playing Dark Crystal.
Yeah.
Are you into
Um,
Dark? Like, was this like? Is this a franchise you have engaged with, Sean, in your lifetime?
um, the only time we've engaged with this is we once talked about maybe watching it on Netflix, but
Okay.
that's as far as it's been for us.
Fair
So
enough.
no,
So you didn't watch the film as a kid.
no,
Have you seen
no,
the
I
film
didn't.
as an adult?
No.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, well, of course. I feel sorry for you because obviously as a kid it was amazing. It's Jim
Yeah.
Henson, obviously, um,
Mhm.
and you like the Muppets, right?
Yes, I do. I do like
So
Muppets.
this is kind of like a fantasy approach to Muppets. Like there's some crossover and there's some more dark elements to it, as the name might suggest. But
Yeah.
um, it's one of those things, unfortunately, because the film, it is of its time, and it's. I don't know how I'd feel about watching it for the first time as an adult,
Right.
because it's just a nostalgia hit for me as a film. The TV show, funnily enough, therefore didn't work as well for me because
Mhm.
it felt like, um, you know, not the film.
Yeah.
Um, but you and Joe might enjoy it. Like,
Yeah.
you might enjoy it. It's not quite as SF as a lot of the stuff you enjoy. It's a bit
Hmm.
more obviously on the fantasy
Yeah.
side of things, but
Yeah.
wow.
Maybe
Okay,
have a
so
look.
I kind of remembered that Frozen was tweeting about Dark Crystal tactics a while ago. I didn't realize you were quite the super fan, Frozen. So yeah, tonight's obviously dedicated to you in that happy coincidence. But Sean obviously not knowing any of the IP, therefore is perhaps on a back foot here. Um,
Be the person who doesn't know.
yeah, and that's good. You need that, right? Like you need someone.
Yeah.
There's always the newcomer in
Yeah.
town.
Yeah. Yeah. And evening Nacho as well.
Evening that show. Yeah. So happy accident. So as classic, well, in slightly unpredictable Dave fashion, I have played a little bit of the game pre-stream.
Whoa,
Not.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
I
whoa.
know. I know.
No, 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 no. You
What
don't
have you
know.
done with Dave?
Get
That's
back
what.
to the main menu.
Back to the. Oh.
We
And then
need to check to see if it's got a volume slider. Does it have a volume
sorry,
slider?
of course, of course. Yes, it does. Dave is a happy camper. I've got
Okay,
an
there we go. And
overall.
it's right there.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Like you don't even have to go into graphics. Like that's how Dave they were and how they figured they'd design this.
Yeah. Graphics? You'd put the volume control in graphics?
No, no, no. I'm just saying, like you don't even have to go to an audio sub menu. Like you say, it's right
Yeah.
there. Like it's
Mhm.
bang on
Yeah,
there. So,
it's right there. Yeah, it's the first thing you can. Yeah.
so that's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, and thank you, Frozen, on the congrats for making it home release. We've had a wild weekend. It was lots of fun streaming on the Friday, and
Yeah.
Sean's been sharing that as a developer replay on Steam, and it looks like we've had some pretty good numbers persistently with viewing that stream, Sean. So that's
Yeah.
super cool.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
especially that day when I walked past the laptop and noticed it was paused. So I don't know how long it was paused for. There was a good like 3 or 4 hours that it was just like a still frame of us doing something. Um,
Amazing,
yeah,
amazing.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
did Colin just
I,
hit the
I
keyboard or something like that?
I must have like probably I hit the keyboard when I was just wiggling the mouse to see if it was still working, because it's the touchpad. So I must have like wiggled it and pushed pause. Um,
Yeah.
you know, how much money did we lose in that hour? Like
Yeah, that mouse wiggle
yeah,
cost us big.
literally dozens of dollars.
So yeah, so like, and we're seeing people post videos on Twitch and YouTube playing the game, so that's always hugely gratifying. And obviously, our Discord community often the same kind of folks who are watching the stream, I'm sure, have responded really well to the things that have been added in the full release and what they've been able to do. And we've had some good stuff there, some good feedback, and you had some bugs to squash, Sean.
Yeah, like that's the first time we ever like streamed. Like, we had a game-breaking bug on the stream on the store page, right? There's 70 odd people watching at the time, was it?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's a thing that happened.
But like,
that was.
Yeah, that was rough. But at the same time, like, as people who stream weekly, we managed to kind of keep the show going, right? Like, I came out, did some challenge modes, went back in, actually found that the bug kind of fixed itself. You just had to kind of come out and back in again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it obviously wasn't ideal, and then Sean went away and figured out what was going on.
That was really hard because, like, we were kind of trying to WhatsApp each other, right, at the same time, like, because we didn't want to say on, oh my god. But it was game breaking, right? It was a proper like, you cannot progress.
Yeah, I had to control alt delete. Like, I had to come out. Like, there was not. It was that one of those. Making It Home doesn't have many points where you can't access the menu, but the map screen is one of them. So if something goes wrong on the map screen, like, you only have that option basically.
Yeah.
It's a really good point there, Frozen, about like TikTok. It's a TikTok story, like, in the making. You've
that's a good idea.
Because you've done some TikToks about bug fixes already, haven't you? So
yeah, because we had the other bug was that none of the drones would show up. But I fixed that.
Sure.
And I put a video of that on Discord as well, so I fixed that one, which was fun. But okay,
These things happen.
Yeah,
like, it's weird because in previous builds that we hadn't really experienced that problem at all, right?
So this was my fault. Like, this was a thing I did when I was adjusting the balance, and I think I changed things, and then that screwed everything up. Don't tell anyone.
Tis the way of things. So but yeah, it's been great so far. We've really enjoyed seeing people get to grips with it. We've already got like a huge amount to kind of think about and talk about with what what Making It Home needs, or where we're interested in making changes or tweaks. So it's an ongoing process, isn't it? So that's great. But we'll talk more about that for the rest of the evening. But I appreciate you've now just been staring at a nice map screen, but a map screen for the last 5 minutes. So
it is a nice map screen.
Yeah, it is lovely. So this is Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics, and it is a turn-based kind of, I suppose, RPG is probably the easiest way to describe it. It's kind of like, so far I've played through like just a couple of the early kind of encounters, and you do these kind of encounters, and there's story with them, which is great because it's all Dark Crystal and I love it and all that kind of stuff. But the combat is, like if you've played Divinity 2 Original Sin or something like that, there's some similarities there. You've got some options for your party here. I've only unlocked Rian at the moment. You've got all those kind of juicy RPG stuff, right? Like, so we've got a job tree for Rian who can kind of become different jobs that unlock different abilities. You equip, but there appears to be like 3 slots of equipment, and obviously you're going to get more characters to do more things, and you can go to an equipment store on the map and buy stuff with crystals, I assume. Pearls. That's right, it's pearls, because I think in Dark Crystal there is only 1 crystal. Might be wrong on that. So there we go. That's like it in a nutshell. I'll get into a fight. The benefit of it being turn-based is that I can stop and chat at any point, right? Like, you don't have to. Yeah. I'm not interrupting myself in like a Risk of Rain run or whatever. So this, so what seems to be happening, and I don't know if it's the whole game or not. Obviously, Frozen will know. Is like we're going back through some early memories, which of our characters trying to tell. I think it's Olgra, who's the seer. Why she needs telling anything because she's the seer, I don't know. Or maybe she's helping us remember. Can't quite remember myself, but. We're kind of living back through some memories, and I think, if I'm right in saying this, because I've only seen a bit of the TV show, you're kind of playing through the TV show.
That's what Frozen has just said.
Okay, cool. There we go, Frozen. So my intuition was correct. Interesting. There's a particularly quick pace. So I kind of was therefore a little bit surprised that this wasn't fully voice acted, unless I've missed something. Frozen is in the menu. I was surprised a game that looks this nice and has this kind of IP and a bit of Netflix money behind it maybe wasn't voice acted. Wouldn't necessarily even have to be the same voices as the actors in the TV show, but it was a bit of a surprise to be reading, to have no voice for something that's.
How do you feel about these idle animations? Like, I know they're very normal, but I just find it kind of funny. Do people do this? Do people stand with swords like? Does
and
anyone
just,
stand there
waving
like,
them? Yeah. No, of course they don't.
Up and down. I understand why they exist, like idle animations. Yeah. But it's just funny.
Yeah, there's something unfortunately odd about it with drawn swords, right? Like, I
it's like, are they gonna fight? Like, what's?
Yeah.
That doesn't look like you're just going up to talk to someone. That looks like we're gonna have a sword fight.
I have to talk to you with our swords drawn. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What are you doing? The Skeksis, they're the bad guys, Sean.
Okay.
Actually, wait a minute. I'll move my face because there is a bit of clipping a bit.
And now, like, that one's just kind of.
Yeah. Why is he
not even facing?
Oh, it's because I was clicked off the. He didn't
right,
circle.
Okay.
But you're right. They do this like weird circle thing. Like,
they just kind of circle around, and just stand like staring at. Sorry, I'm being mean. I'm not trying to be mean.
No, but you're right. Like that, yeah.
Games are funny. Like I think it's okay. I think I wouldn't want them to fix it. Like I like it.
So these two are chatting. So we saw, just to bring you up to the story, Sean. In this point, Skeksis, nasty fellas. They drain the soul of some Gelfling into the Dark Crystal. All right, and that's bad because like Gelfling's good, Skeksis bad. Skeksis do nasty things to Gelflings. Okay, so we're trying to escape through the. So there's some guards, and ensue combat, right? Okay, so we actually have quite a full. We have our main character who's in our party, and then we've got some allies here. Okay, and along the top you have a turn order.
Right.
So a classic kind of turn order initiative, D&D kind of original sin kind of idea. You get turns. HP, MP. So MP is for your abilities. Everybody's got stats. Yay, stats. And when you click on them, you can do stuff with them, right?
Right.
So you get this like kind of nice, really nice radial pop-up menu of what the character can do.
Do you think that's because to work on a controller?
Yeah, I think so. That makes a lot of sense. But I like it as a functionality from this as well, like because it keeps the screen really clean. Like, and coming from MMOs, obviously, like Jesus, your screen was not clean on those guys.
Yeah, like all those. What was that mod website for WoW?
Oh God, I can't remember. That was Curse. I know people used.
Yeah,
Curse.
I think that was the one. You basically like you could barely you just have a little square in the middle that you could actually see the game, and the rest of it was like all these massive buttons for your Death Knight, whatever's. So many wasted years.
Yeah, but so many friends made, Sean. Right, so many friends made along the way.
Really.
Working through a rock, right? Range 2, 3. So like, it's all on a grid set system, which is Do
these games normally not show you the grid?
They don't. You're right. This is entangling bowler that fella. I'm interested in this because, like, again, I've played through Divinity 2 with a friend, and mark target. Okay, strike. Attack after moving 3 tiles. Must move 3 tiles. Oh, okay. All right. So I can't activate that until I've moved. All right. 1, 2, 3. That looks good.
A puppet museum sounds like the kind of place I'd like to go, to be fair. We started watching Farscape.
Did you? Okay. Nice.
Yeah, like Joe's watched it before. I'd never seen it before. I'm mainly watching it because it's like we watched all of Stargate, and the last series of SG-1 or the last couple of series basically had the cast of Farscape in it.
Uh-huh.
And so we're kind of missing that kind of light-hearted, kind of funny, pretty camp sci-fi. And it's a
Okay.
Henson joint. I didn't really like.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah.
Not like I think because I was like, these puppets look really good,
Yeah.
and realized, oh, it's something Henson. It wasn't like I don't know all the Henson people, but not
Mm-hmm.
not like the son, I think, of the guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Was it? Well, I've forgotten the names of the Henson. Someone help me out here.
I don't. There's Jim,
Okay.
and then that's it. That's
Okay, yeah. So not Jim. The other one. The ones that sung Umbop.
That would be the Hansons.
Oh,
But I see what you did there,
okay. Yeah, Brian Henson. Yeah, you got it.
Brian.
Thanks, Dave Soft. I have not played Mysteria on Saturn. Is that like a turn-based RPG?
Oh, here's a Skeksis. Here's our first Skeksis, Sean.
That's
I
a
like-
cool-looking thing.
They're like giant vultures,
Okay.
vulture people,
Mm-hmm.
which is obviously terrifying. We need to kill someone, I think. Swift Strike it is. So we're gonna move. Ah, no, because 3's an annoying number, Sean.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not the loneliest number.
I thought it was the magic number.
It is the magic number.
Shouldn't that be like... Do you get bonus MP because it's a 3?
That would be good. Right, so this person needs healing. This person.
Are you controlling all those characters? Or
Yes,
the red
yes,
one's not yours?
Oh, sorry, the red ones aren't mine. No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only doing the. I'm only doing the people who have a blue.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's one of those things where it feels like so much of it is really familiar that I don't need to know very much. And like, I don't know how you feel about that, Sean, but I kind of felt like I didn't want something massively taxing today. And
Yeah.
I feel like I've got that from this because
Yeah.
I recognize so much of what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. It's comfort food.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
Is it your comfort food?
I
Like
would
your-
just say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I could have quite happily just brought Hearthstone tonight and been like, right, you know, we had a busy weekend. I'm just gonna play some Hearthstone and it's gonna be great. And, you know,
Yeah.
no one's gonna see anything they haven't seen before, other than maybe some new Hearthstone cards, and no one's gonna be that
Yeah.
excited by it. But I felt like I didn't want to do that. So I thought I'd try something a little different. But it's within the comfort, right? It's within
Yeah.
comfort. What I like about it, so some talking about Divinity. What I like about this so far, though, there's something, you know, Divinity's got a lot going on. There's probably, you know, you have to really commit, I think, to a game like that. This doesn't really need that. Like, if you've played any games, like, don't get me wrong, if you haven't played this kind of game before, yeah, there'll be a lot to learn. Wow, this guy's taking no damage. Maybe I'm not supposed to kill him. I'm not supposed to kill him. He's obviously the Chamberlain, so there we go. There am I talking about how easy these things are, and I'm ballsing it up. Right. We need to get Rhea into the exit, and 2 people must survive. So, right, that's where we're going.
Some people may mention this game called Making a Home, but I thought that was a TV show in Canada.
It sure is. Like, yeah, it sure is.
I know all the gossip about that TV show
Yeah.
going on.
Once again, proving our search engine optimization is second to none.
How did we do it again?
I mean, that's because, in
Every
fairness,
time.
there's nothing is new, right? Like, I think that's the key. Nothing is new.
Yeah. Well, I suppose at least we're not getting period videos. Like, that's the...
Exactly. Right, Rian. Right, Rian is the person who needs to get to the exit, so let's move.
The funny thing is, I remember sitting down in Chapter Art Center with you, having a conversation where we were like, Cycle 27? Maybe Cycle 27. And like one of us was like, but Cycle 28 just sounds better for some reason.
Because it does, yeah.
Maybe we've heard that before somewhere.
Maybe.
Was that one turn? Like, that felt like a long...
No. It's because basically you get like I think it's 3 move down here. Yeah, move range tile. So that's how much the hero can move each turn. And then you get to perform like basically 1 attack action or 1 other action. And I hadn't performed an action because all I'd done is move.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why...
I see.
Why that happened that way, right? So, Rian's got to get to the exit. A bunch of people have to survive. Funnily enough, not this person.
I just realised we should have set up my camera right. We should do that now from now on.
Yeah, the people want to see you. I don't know why, but they definitely do.
Can do dual streaming. Jo was very impressed when she saw that we were both on that stream.
Yeah. I mean, it does feel a bit like wizardry.
Yeah, I know. Like, she was like, I didn't know you'd figured out how to technically do that. But yeah. I still can't believe it's taken me, like, I don't know, like, probably 4 or 5 years to figure out how to crop things in OBS. Just you hold control.
Hold that control. Right.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Nacho, because the only bugs in our game have legs.
Yeah. Always be selling that. That's the key. Always be selling that. Right. Strike attack down there. We're just going to hit this guy.
So have you got to beat that dude there?
So what I've got to do is in the top right-hand corner here, which is get Rian to the exit. Rian and Gujin must survive.
This reminds me of... The Descent, I guess, right?
The Descent.
As in the board game.
Oh, yeah. Descent. Yeah. I know what you mean. And I can see why you'd say that. Yeah. Yeah, kind of that kind of vibe. Oh, I've used all my MP. So I generally don't think we're supposed to kill this guy. He's got 500 HP, which is like 5 times the amount we have, but maybe I'm wrong. She can just start wailing on him. Yeah, because there we go. He only takes like 1 damage. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to try and make sure we can just kill this guard.
So you don't need to kill that big thing?
No. We need to distract him enough so that, and maybe, like, reduce his move. But mainly we're just trying to get this guy to the exit, which is this way. So I don't even think we need to... actually kill the guard even.
I'm trying to think what my comfort food gaming is. I think it probably is racing games.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think that's probably...
So are we talking Mario Kart or Forza or like what style of racing game?
I like Forza, like something that I need to like more sim.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like I need that. I need to kind of. It's got that level of like, I need to feel like I'm on the edge when I'm driving.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Halo 5. Oh, yeah. That used to be my jam. Like that was like well, not God, not Halo 5. More like Halo 1. I suppose that's a retro game now, right?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for
Yeah.
that. I'm really pleased we can live out your childhood fantasies, Dave Soft. That's all I've ever wanted my adulthood to be, is living out other people's childhood fantasies. I think that's we're all winning at that point.
Do you think we could add another Patreon tier for like actually people can say what childhood fantasy they want us to live out?
Yeah, sliding scale of donation. I think.
Yeah. We didn't have to come up with a. We'd have to come up with a a proper pricing. Right.
I think every person has their price, right? Like so.
Yeah.
For various things.
I oof.
Funnily enough, Sean, we have to fight our way out of this. Who would have thought?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And don't stop in the water is poisonous. Cool.
Surfing action photographer. Surfing it. There's a bunch of surfing around here, right? Like in Swansea. I know a surfer.
Ah, yes, of course.
I can't surf. Yeah. Nachos reminded me of playing split screen Halo when I was in sixth form with some friends on a Sunday night, and every time one of us lost a round, we would have a shot of Aftershock.
Huh.
And like I lost every round. Yeah. And then it just got worse. It was like downhill from there. Like once I'd lost 2 rounds, there was no way I was getting that back.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yes, that is a how would you say, a loop.
Yeah, it's a negative feedback loop.
Yeah, negative feedback loop. Thank you. Right, so the hint was that these guys are really heavily armored, but they have but the poison might well hurt them.
They're cool looking, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of like positioning, or like does it matter if you get them from behind? Is there backstab?
I think the thing that I should have just done is shoved this guy into the poison, right? I failed to do that, so.
Nice, Nacho. You must already know some Unity though, right? Or you've done mobile development, right? Did you use Unity for that?
That's super cool though. I'm really pleased you're checking it out.
And hey, I know a guy who's got some Unity videos on YouTube.
No.
Yeah.
But what's he like to watch? What's his production value like? Is it good?
It's excellent.
Excellent.
Despite there's that one person who complains about his accent in the comments, but
is that are you serious?
Yeah, there is.
You serious?
And
that's
yeah, like someone was like, "Oh, you're really clever, but your accent is like, learn to speak." I was like, and of course, like lots of people go in and yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. But people have like started having a go at that guy. I'm like, whatever. Or experienced itself. That statement there is correct. We have experience.
We've certainly done it.
No, but good. Good, Nacho. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I wonder if we should we should start like a channel in the Discord for people to just talk about programming and stuff, because I think we've got a few people now, right? Like getting into it, so we can do that. They've added the game development thingy what's it back to Twitch.
Oh, okay, nice.
So that might be something I might do at some point, randomly, without warning. is stream some game dev. Like I can't commit to a. I don't want to. We were talking about this before, but I don't want to commit a night a week. But like, I might just be like, hey, I got a bug to fix. Fire up Twitch, and as much as that sounds like a nightmare, but that's what I do in my day job. So like,
yeah, I mean
it.
that is also the thing, isn't it? Like how much extra time do you have for that right now? Like obviously it's been a busy summer. It's going to be a busy autumn, but who knows?
Yeah. I'm going to observe that Frozen says something about Nintendo's lot checks, and then remember that, and just say that I've seen that statement, and I'm not going to comment on that statement.
Yeah, that does seem like bait. Like that's a you know, what is it, the gif from Mad Max Fury Road when he's like that's bait. That's what I would be putting in the chat right now if I knew how to use gifs in Twitch. That's bait.
Mm-hmm.
So right,
Yeah, Mario getting outside to break my legs.
so we do get Rian in our next one, which is important because we've unlocked some stuff. I think we unlocked Shove. I like Shove. Shove is good. So we have. We don't have level. Well, we need level 10 before we can be a paladin or a stone warden. So that would be cool. Any extra equipment? Any better swords than a rusty sword? No. I could buy some stuff, but I don't really feel like the game is requiring me to buy stuff.
I suppose it reminds you of Claymation because it is based on real puppets, right?
Yes, that's true. Yeah, these are digitized versions of non-digital assets. Oh, I get to play Spider-Man.
Nacho, I have talked to the guy, and he did say that it's something he's been thinking about doing for a while. The thing is with that is, like, I thought about doing some more, and there's just so many good ones out there. Like, what can I add?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like, can I add anything? I think versus just saying, hey, here's someone who does a really good YouTube tutorial on how to do X. So go and watch that. So I tend to do that more now, to be honest.
I was going to say there is some value in that, definitely, because like you say, if there really is that many, that would be helpful for someone to funnel you towards them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing people even do on YouTube and stuff?
Yeah, you can set playlist public.
I guess that makes no sense. Just using the playlist system.
TikTok. Yeah, so it like pretty popular. Like I like pretty. It's there. It's definitely there. So I follow.
It's definitely there.
There. I do. Like, yeah, I'm just like I'm trying to think how to. I need to have a look who I'm following, but yeah, there's quite a lot on there. There's one thing that I see a lot of on TikTok is is like game dev like marketing tips, which is, you know, like they know that like that's kind of like the clear audience. If you're on TikTok as a game dev, you're probably on there because you want to market. Therefore, that's a really good audience, you know. Yeah, but the one game design TikTok I made did rubbish, despite me making puppets. Like, I made puppets.
You made puppets, nice.
And, you know, much like Jim Henson, I made puppets. So instead, like, it's the opposite of what these. It's the opposite, right? Because I took digitized assets and made them into physical puppets.
Yes, I see that. I see what you did there. This is weird. I just want to comment on this. I think we're fighting with the people I was just with. Like, I was just using. So, like, this was Naya and this is Kylan, and I think we'd just... Like, they were my characters I was using the turn, the encounter before. So I did not expect that.
So do you, as in you're fighting against the people?
Yeah, that I just in the previous.
Is it the kind of story you're kind of playing through the story, but you might take on different roles?
It seems to be, yeah. So that's cool. Like, slightly unexpected.
I think the thing with TikTok is you have to kind of stick to one thing.
They're all attacking each other. I must have missed something when I was clicking through stuff. I think like everybody's like confused right now.
This is a bar fight.
It is a bar fight. Yeah.
Oh, so the clans don't get along very well at the start.
Okay. This is a bit more than just getting and not getting along there. Like I am killing fools.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We continued our Alien marathon. Well, I say marathon. It's not a marathon when we're watching it once a week, but we continued going through the Aliens films and watched Alien 3, and we watched the kind of like the newer cut, not the original cut.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Like, we're watching Resurrection probably this weekend. See how I feel about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah, it's just not good. I don't know. I was about to try and say something a bit more meaningful, but I mean, I really liked 3. I know it's not as good as the first 2, but you know, it's still fine. Like I still enjoy watching it. I like the slight audacity of what was decided to be done with it. Like, the setting is so different. Like, it's much closer to the first one in the sense of, like, these aren't Marines, they're just people doing their best to survive this crazy situation. I think that's cool. Oh, it does buff them. So one of the things that this versus something like Divinity, which took me a moment to realize, but now I know it helps, is that there's no attack of opportunity for moving. You can just move,
right?
Which is nice. Like that was always something that caught me off guard early on in Divinity.
Explain what that means.
So when you walk past someone, they don't hit you.
Ah, okay, right, got it.
They kept the high ground. Let's undo that. I also like the undo move thing. That's nice.
Yeah, that's interesting. Have you ever played? What's that game which is like a? It's not World War II, but it's like an anime World War II. It's like turn-based, like this. On the PlayStation 3 or 2.
The answer is probably no.
Oh man, what's it called? It's I don't know. But it was kind of a cool, like, kind of turn-based, but not on a grid. It's Super. No, it wasn't Super Mario 2. It wasn't.
I guess I also didn't really realize there's a whole like tactics genre, like it's a whole genre. I didn't realize that.
What the games are in this? So like, I guess in my head when you started playing this, I was like, oh, it's like XCOM.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
He's
god,
not
the guy died.
as in you lost.
No. He unfortunately he was surplus to requirements. Like it's only Rhiannon survived, but maybe that's still bad. It's probably still bad.
Yeah. So it's a big deal in Japan. So I suppose like I've never played Final Fantasy and stuff, but the combat system is kind of sort of like that, right? Like, or there's like I don't. It's turn based, isn't it?
Yeah. And I too loved Final Fantasy, so well, Final Fantasy VII was my favorite, but I did love some of the other games as well. So, yeah, it is slightly different. Like it's not on the grid. There's not quite the encounters were random. You know, it's slightly different. But yes, yeah, RPGs.
Or like, is it more like Pokemon? Like it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly the same as Pokemon, basically. Yeah.
I say that as if I know what Pokemon's like. I've never played Pokemon.
No,
Like
wow.
I played the card. Yeah.
Yeah, did you say you played the card game? Yeah.
Card game, yeah. Because I was really bummed that I haven't got rid of my card. You know, that I got rid of my Pokemon cards. That probably are worth a lot now.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you had a shiny Charizard, that was the one that was always worth the most. Cool. Leveled up some stuff. I don't know if this guy's dead now, or just doesn't gain the experience from the encounter. Yeah.
I still want to get into emulation, and figure that out. I've never got around to it.
You only have 3. Yeah, primary abilities 3 of 3. Right, I'm not really using study much. Adjacent allies to restore MP to person. Okay.
Wasn't there a game that came out on Steam that was kind of like a new version of Pokemon?
I don't know. I would say like this healer lass. She's pretty legit. I would say if you do get around to emulating, I'd check out Pokemon. I think it's still a solid game for sure. Scout stuff. Does that take it from? No. Cool. Right. So I've changed my abilities a little bit. Buffed a few people up. Right, and we're on to the next one. Okay, cool. And imagine if you're like Frozen, you're super into the IP, you're following this, and you'll see it alongside the TV show, and you'll be maybe following the story more than I'm giving it credit for here. Healer here.
So are you picking does the positioning there? The position there, I guess, does matter, right?
I think so. Yeah, if I remove him, he goes back there. Remove him, right. Pick this one, then pop him there. Yeah. So you can choose that. And as you know, as Frozen said, as it gets harder, obviously all that stuff will be really, really important.
Yeah.
Ooh, who's this fella? Skekmal the Hunter. Yeah, I didn't get this far in the TV show. He looks quite scary, right? So we got to defeat him. He's our thing. So really, marking him would be good. Ooh. What have you been playing recently, dude? Have you had any time to play games?
No, like I think that's like that. Yeah, I didn't get around to it this weekend. I kept wanting to. I've been playing Mass Effect, so I'm still playing Mass Effect. Is the what I'm playing. So that's what I'm gonna try and do this weekend. Is get through Mass Effect 2. So I can start Mass Effect 3, which I've never really played fully. So I also played, like, I've been playing some Wreckfest with friends, which is like comfort food gaming.
Nice.
Like, played this golf game that's on Xbox Game Pass called like Life is Golf or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What it's called. It's kind of dumb, crazy golf, but it's fun. Again, easygoing. Easygoing, kind of fun. Yeah, like that's. I think like the launch has been at like quite a lot.
Yeah, of course.
The last week or so. So that's kind of taken up a lot of my time. Yeah, so I'm enjoying. I'm looking forward to just kind of having some time to play something like that, like Mass Effect. I'm really getting into it. I do think, yeah, some of it as well is like just so much screen time at the moment. I've been trying to. I bought a cooking book that's like doesn't give it enough credit for what it is.
Okay.
But it's like a kind of science of cooking book. Which again doesn't really explain what it is, but it's more like a kind of almost like a textbook about cooking.
Okay.
So it's like how to cook and technique and stuff. So that's been my kind of like relaxing time, has been just reading through that. Nacho asks what my playstyle is in Mass Effect. So kind of like Davesoft's saying about how you don't choose your ninja life, you just behave like a ninja and you're a ninja.
Yeah.
I kind of am doing that in Mass Effect in that. So there's kind of a bunch of things. There's like, firstly, the character class. So I'm full biotic, which basically means I'm a Jedi.
Nice.
Like, so it's the Mass Effect version of the Force, which is cool. I've never played anything. I used to go like soldier and like more just like shooter stuff in my last playthrough, so that's been fun. I've also gone female Shepard this time, which last time I went male Shepard, and again I think she does a better job of voice acting, and I think it's much more interesting stuff happens to you as a female character in that game. But then there's the stuff on like it's very much this Paragon Renegade thing, and it's an interesting. It's something I think Mass Effect is one I think about a lot. Is that they have a dialogue wheel, and the idea is that the ones at the top of the wheel are good choices, and the ones at the bottom are bad choices.
Oh yeah.
And then the more good things you do, the more good things you unlock, and the more bad things you do, the more bad options you unlock. Because you kind of learn to be a dick, and so then your dick skill increases or whatever. Your renegade points go up. Whereas sometimes I want to be, there's some situations where, like, my moral compass is in such a way that I'm like, well, actually, I am going to kick you off the cliff.
Okay.
Whereas, I'll save that kitten. Like, like that. There's a, and I won't punch the reporter, for example. Yeah. So I play it. So I decided I'm just going to not try and min-max, which the game sort of punishes you for, which I don't like, because it locks out some of the more interesting things, because unless you go completely one direction. So I've kind of like, I don't know, that's my playstyle. It's somewhere in between. Yeah, sliding into definitely like comfort gaming is where I'm going.
Makes a lot of
at the moment.
sense. Yeah.
And it's good to see like some people like for them like making a home has become that, right?
Yes, that was one of the lovely kind of reviews we got for Steam. I think it's a Steam review, just saying from a streamer saying, you know, this was just like a really great way to chill out, and can't remember exactly what like their
Cozy.
way they phrased it. Yeah, it said cozy way to start a gaming session. No,
Yeah,
definitely.
something like it's cozy, and when you're bored, it's a good game to play, and it will sort you right out or something.
Yeah.
Which was quite nice. Yeah, Nacho mentioned Shepard's healing affected by your decisions. So, like, the more nasty you are, the more your scars don't heal. Because so I guess I suppose spoiler for Mass Effect 2. Yeah, like, I suppose you have scars at the start of the game, and the more you do evil stuff, the more it. But you can just research enough to kind of undo that as well. You can just pay your way out of that problem.
Okay.
There's an unlock that gets rid of it. Yeah.
Oh, self-sacrifice. It's brutal. Oh my god. Father, no!
I don't think
Father,
that wasn't quite what they were going for there, was it? Like.
Oh no, he's back. He didn't die. Wait a minute. I appreciate that probably followed the TV show a little bit more than it followed what just happened in my game. Felt like I did a better job than that ending required, like really gives you a sense of, but there we are. Oh, we're gonna see things. Cool. I should definitely watch this TV show. Like I wasn't sold on it initially. I think I'm gonna go back to it and check it out. Oh wow, like so, okay, bunch of three paths, 3 stories. We need to get rid of the Skeksis. All right, and we get a bit more like, I guess maybe I've done the tutorial. I've entered a bit more into the full game now.
Yeah.
Level, new ability. I do quite like the idea of getting fly on this. But new statuses, take your statuses. Like this. I'm gonna get rid of Carapace because I've got these 2, and I'm gonna pick up fly.
It's interesting that you're saying about the I know, kind of joking about sense and money, but like so much of modern kind of mobile games and a lot of modern game like free-to-play style games, they're banking on that time versus money thing. Like okay, let's take Wreckfest for example, right? That I've been playing.
Okay.
Now you can unlock cars, or you can buy the DLC packs.
Yeah.
Then you get better cars.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I bought the DLC packs, Dave.
Sure.
That's what I did. I just want. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to spend time outside of playing with my friends to earn the right to play with my friends.
Yeah.
You know, or at least not, to have cars as good as them.
Aha! That's the real kicker, there, isn't it? Then
Mm-hmm.
that's the real point. Is you didn't want to be left behind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest, I think I'd probably, if there was a way in World of Warcraft of just paying to get a level or whatever, I'd have probably done it.
Well, I mean, there definitely was. They're just not as there's not official.
Yeah, I
ones.
know. Yeah. My friend, a friend of mine did that. And when he came back to his account, he was just naked in a pond because they'd stole his gear.
Yeah. They at least level him up.
I don't necessarily think they did.
No, yeah.
They just took his stuff
Just got
and left him naked in a pond, which I thought, that's a nice little cherry on the top there. Peer pressure is a game mechanic, and the what's that thing that the acronym like fear of missing out, FOGO? FOMO
Yeah.
is the big thing at the moment, isn't it? That everyone's talking about.
Sure.
Yeah. It's not it's not an ethical game. Here we go. Is it an ethical game? Is it ethical?
Is what ethical? Sorry.
This idea of like making you want to buy things to get better. Like, so let's say let's take for example the battle royale games that are all out everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed I was watching a stream the other day, and they were playing a new one that's like a kind of magic one. It looks like anime mixed with magic.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Battle royale game. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
But what I noticed was when the person who was playing it went into like the customization screen.
Yeah.
In big letters, when you went for the default, it was like big letters, default. You are in the default character. Like you are default. And that's like, that is the kind of thing now that kids are calling each other as insults.
Oh God, yeah, it is.
You are default.
You're the default.
Because you don't have the Fortnite skins.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
No, obviously it's not.
Okay.
So that's happening and you play into it. It's not okay.
Yeah. But that's what people are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Confirmed. Myth confirmed. Just the default. Just the default. Oof. Oh, man. Hey, Dave.
Yeah, man.
That shirt you're wearing, it's so default.
It's like, yeah. It is my default shirt for when it's hot, in fairness. But the thing is, like default is also a useful word. Like, it's not just an insult. Was that? There's a great Simpsons quote again, which is again obviously the wrong demographic. Like, which is like when Homer gets something by default, he's like the greatest 2 words in the English language. Default. It's just one word. That's funny. That's how you know it's a joke, because I had to explain it. How do I stop this guy hitting me? I'm gonna focus up.
Okay.
Go on.
Serious question now.
Yeah.
We have Disney Plus to watch Walking Dead because we hate ourselves.
Okay.
And it's not good. Like I it used to be, but I just anyway. I see it till the end. And so anyway, we had Disney Plus, which has all the Simpsons on it.
Yeah.
I want to rewatch the Simpsons. Like, do we watch all of them? Like, do we start at episode 1? Like, what do we do?
So we did something very, very exactly the same, because when we had Disney Plus, we did exactly the same. So what I would suggest is you can, because the Disney Plus stuff doesn't have, is it the Tracy Ullman show or something like that?
Yeah.
It doesn't have those episodes. So I would say you can start at series 1, episode 1, and it is good. Like, it's great. It's good. It maybe not great Simpsons until season 3, maybe. Like 2's probably okay, but you will still recognize a ton of those episodes and love them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously, like, I I watched Simpsons so much, like I could tell you what the episode was from the like what was written on the whiteboard, the
Yeah.
blackboard, you know. But I don't know when I stopped. Like I think I stopped before Ned Flanders' wife died.
Okay. I mean, there's some great episodes after that, dude. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think, like, season 7, it starts to go downhill. Season 8, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm guessing we're just going to know when to stop.
Yeah, you will.
Mm-hmm. They make so much money, man. Like, I can't remember. I heard someone mention it, but it's a huge, like... let me Google it. The actors, each actor's salary is $400,000 per episode.
Ooh, Delali.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder they keep making episodes, man.
Uh-huh.
I haven't watched, that's the thing, I haven't watched anything that's not, like, now would be considered classic Simpsons. I don't even know, like, anything about the new stuff at all. New worst.
No.
All right. So I'm just kind of messing around playing with this, you know, going through it and kind of just, you know, as I said, it's a comfort game. Like I can do it, I can play it. Like I'm not making necessarily optimum decisions. The game's not forcing me to do so. So that's fine. Like it's fine. It's really nicely put together. Like if you like the IP, like Frozen was saying, you're gonna have a blast with this. I think if you like tactics games and you know choosing your abilities and stuff like that. But what I think is kind of interesting is that at the moment it's not forcing me to really care enough about those kinds of things. And he does say, it did say it got more difficult. That was something that Divinity did kind of make you do at various points. It was like, oh, and by the way, like now you're dead, and you're like, oh shit, like I've got to go back and like figure out how to do this encounter. Like there were some tough encounters in Divinity.
Yeah.
Level 1 paladin.
It does feel like the story is quite like I feel like the story has been quite light, apart from that first initial thing you did.
I mean, to be honest, I have probably clicked through.
Or even skipping it.
Not skipping, but a little bit. I didn't want to read them out. I spent a lot of time on Friday talking. I didn't really want to read out all these dialogue.
Yeah. That was full on though, wasn't it? How long did we stream for? Like Friday? That was like 3 hours.
It was more than
that.
You
streamed.
We started at 3 and ended at 6:30. So it wasn't that long when you think about it that way. But unlike these kinds of streams, it did feel like I was kind of a bit more on constantly. Like I can kind of relax. You can chat to chat. You know, you chat to each other. You know, I guess I felt like I was a bit kind of always be selling. Oh, this guy's the best. This guy's. Did you see my GIF earlier?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. These fizz gigs. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's all you need to know.
So what are they? Tribbles.
They're fizz gigs. Yeah. Like if for you, they will be something similar to a tribble. You know, they are their own thing. But, you know. So yeah, There's a kind of a risk I'm just going to kind of casually slide into default play mode.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so Nacho's asked a question. What's it like streaming? Is it draining or is it playing as you normally would?
It's definitely not like playing as you normally would.
Yeah.
Go on.
I wouldn't say draining. I enjoy it. The streaming on Friday was draining because it was doing it for a purpose. We couldn't get into it. Like we couldn't not get into it. You know what I mean? Like we weren't ourselves in a way. Like it didn't. It's not like this. Which maybe that was a mistake on. Well, I don't know. I suppose it was a bit like when I think there were times where like we were just playing basketball or ball or whatever. You know, that part when we were just playing that was, you know, we were just enjoying playing the game. You know, like, weren't we?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it's a bit it kind of inhabits some of the same space as teaching. I think for me.
Yeah.
In that you're on, like it's a performance more than just playing a game.
I realized last week when we played T-30. So and like that was super intense. And I remember afterwards, you know, like you mentioned that I could talk while I was doing it.
Yeah, I was impressed by that.
And I realized it's because when I'm lecturing, I do live coding and lecturing.
Okay.
And that's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like I'm talking, and I do it sometimes if we do something together. If like maybe we're working on like we've done it before where we've worked on like debugging some bits of the story of making it home or whatever, and I'll go into that mode of just explaining everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's just a mode of being for me now. Like that's just a thing I do that I can just switch that on and like like when I did the coffee thing on like doing the coffee thing that we did, like I just turned that mode on and then I was narrating myself. It's bizarre. Like it really is.
That's true. That is true.
But yeah, I think naturally you're probably right. Like showing off work to friends versus presenting it for assessments. It's kind of like the Steam thing felt more like we were talking to strangers.
Yeah.
I guess. Very true. But I think like worth it, and it's all looping now, and
yeah, I was surprised. Excuse me, you had it up for quite so long.
I'm going to leave it up until the sale stops.
Ends. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm looking forward to some more. You know, like that the event we did, the local co-op one.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I think Valve have said they're going to be doing more of those. Those might be quite good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, we did really well out of that one.
Yeah.
There was a lot of eyes on the game.
Yeah, like. Yeah, that was cool. That was fun. So what is next for us, Dave? Do we need to? Is this like? Shouldn't I be saying that? Like,
I think we're just gonna have a little bit of a much-earned break for a bit. We'll still be streaming and stuff. I think we're gonna we're gonna see how the next few weeks for Making It Home goes, and like how people kind of respond to it, what they want to see in the game. We've already, as I said earlier, we've already had some really great feedback on like what people want to see in the game, and what would maybe improve, or not improve, but like some good ideas moving forward.
Kind of what we want to add.
Yeah, exactly.
As well.
So that's it for the foreseeable, I think. And then we'll just see how we go, see what we want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, like we both have ideas for games, right? Like that's never gonna not be something we're thinking about. We just have to take a little time. I mean, Making It Home was super intense. fly up here. It's the right move, but I just thought that would be super cool to be up
Yeah. Do we know if we're going on the tank top?
there. I mean, the guys have suggested we'd be welcome. We just got to lock down a date. I think we both are keen to. So
yeah, because I was going to say if they do it, they sometimes do it at the same time as us, right?
yeah, Tuesdays is their stream.
We
day as
could
well.
just do it on Tuesday, like, because then we host them anyway. So
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
then.
but their podcast is slightly different to their stream. Like they have a lot
Yeah.
going on between them.
yeah.
So they...
Is there a reason? Is the crit just random? Or
I think it is. I think he has a higher crit chance because he's a scout.
right?
I might be wrong. I thought I killed everyone. Oh, I gotta collect the books. I was just like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna kill people.
Right. 5. Yeah, you didn't even need to kill them. Like,
yeah, maybe I didn't. I mean, it was just easier.
Yeah.
So, attack to restore MP. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
All right, pay attention, Dave. There we are. There's one book. There's nothing. Can other people do it, or is it only she? No,
3. Like,
yeah. Even the little.
how can that thing do it? Just eat it.
Just ate it. Yeah, just ate the knowledge, man. Just ate the knowledge.
Random thought.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you were going to say something before my random.
No.
No one's found the 3 secret references to Making It Home in the coffee video yet.
Well, there you go. I almost blew one by saying, Sean, what on earth have you got up there for?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what are you doing? Stopped myself just in time.
Yeah. I think I know what you mean. And then what were you going to say?
I was going to say I almost brought Dungeon Keeper 2 tonight.
Oh, cool. You should definitely bring that at some point.
The reason I didn't is because it is on Game Pass, but you have to have an EA account.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna deal with that, so I didn't.
Well, I yeah. I thought it. Yeah, okay. I guess I already have an EA account. That's why. Is there multiplayer in that? There was.
What's that? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played it multiplayer.
I've played it once or twice multiplayer.
Do you play it like against each other?
Yes, you can. Well, I think it's like everything. But you probably do play against each other.
Yeah.
That might be kind of cool. We need to get our truck sim co-op going.
Oh yeah, get the boys back on the road, causing carnage. Well, there's some good options for the next couple of streams.
Yeah, there is a game actually. So someone pointed at, like, on one of the Reddits I put Making It Home on. Someone was like, "Oh, like this game," and I was like, "Holy yes, like that game. What is that game?" And I did add it to my wish list. It's like a really old game.
Okay.
That I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna surprise them, just bring it to a week, and you're gonna be like, "That's the game we thought of originally that we were gonna do and didn't."
That's always fun.
Would you guys ever go on multiplayer with one of your fans? I was wondering whether we could do something like that, where I wonder if there's a way of having, like, we could set up almost like a basketball kind of tournament, because
nice.
you can just share the link, can't you? And someone can just
Yeah.
join with the link. Like potentially, I wouldn't be against that idea. Like I don't know, we'd have to figure out what games would work like that, right?
Yeah.
But,
Getting a bit more complicated now with our secondary abilities. Spicy. All right, I'll do one more map, I think.
Mhm.
Then
Man, I'm looking at this game. I kind of want to tell people what it is, but do I save it as a surprise?
Nah, surprises. Surprises. People don't
Looks-
have enough
it's so-
pleasant surprises in their lives, right?
Yeah. Bananas! How close it is to what we originally designed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like you think Spiritfarer was like. Another game I've been playing a lot of is Scrada again.
Oh, yeah, nice. What, like online or just in person?
Online, because our friends who we normally play board games with, one of their daughters had a positive COVID test, so we did it online instead. But yeah, that game continues to be amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One thing I'm really struggling to figure out with the Making a Home Steam page is like all the tags and like the things like the games that appear in the more like it this for us.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them you're like, yeah, okay, Spiritfarer, Trailmakers, like Terraria,
Yeah.
you know, like Satisfactory, and then it's like SnowRunner and
Well,
Car Mechanic Simulator.
These are all games that you and I have actually played. Like,
Yeah, that's true. It's weird because it's like you look at them and you think, you're right. Like I play those games,
yeah.
but then yeah, I guess that's the challenge, isn't it? Of not having a very easily like this is a Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is like I do find it weird how there are definitely people who have similar tastes, style tastes of games, right?
What do you mean? Why is that weird?
Well, just I suppose it's yeah, it probably does make sense. But like this idea of like that you liking games where you build vehicles and also like Medieval Dynasty. And like I'm looking at Medieval Dynasty and yeah, this looks like a game I would like.
Yeah. I've seen that come up on a few things, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And SnowRunner actually is a game I like, you know? Like
Yeah. Did you played that for a little while after we streamed it as well, right? Like I remember you playing that with some friends.
yeah, I did play. I played like I need to play some more of it. I played it co-op with a friend, and he did a lot better than me.
Uh-oh. No wonder you stopped playing it.
I mean, Kerbal Space Program is on the kind of more like this for making it home. That's probably like pretty.
Yeah. Again, another game you enjoyed the heck out of streaming.
You find like that you can do comfort gaming at your PC, or you'd rather do it like downstairs on like your Switch or something?
Yeah, to be honest, man, it's been a long time since I played with my Switch. I feel bad. I should just grab a game and just play on it for a bit. I'm definitely taking it on my next holiday. I don't care where we're going or what we're doing. I'm just taking it. Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with being at my PC for comfort gaming. Even though it is also where I do a lot of my work and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
nice, we get up. Cool, man. So this is a tactics game that I totally knew was a whole genre before I brought it. Honest.
Hence the word tactics at the end there.
Yeah. I mean, they know. Our chat know. I'm just not 100% sure I knew. It's a nice game. Like, I think it's well put together. If you like the IP, which a lot of people do, if you like the kind of cutesy graphics alongside the murder hobo-y feel that you get of just dropping into these places and killing people and then leaving, I can see why it would be really good and something you'd enjoy. Like, I think the job system's clearly got some kind of lots of play there. There's lots of abilities to choose from and kind of play around with. I'm sure there's a ton of different videos online talking about optimum builds and which abilities are better than others and all that kind of stuff. So if you really want to go deep on it, great. I can totally see why you'd want to do that. I guess for me, like, the reason I finished Divinity was because I was playing co-op with a friend. And I think that for me, that's what a tactics game would need for me to really devote time and energy to it, is a sense of playing it together. There we go. So where can people find out about us, Sean, and all our stuff and our brand new game?
They can find out about us at pillbug.zone. And when you go there, you should definitely go buy Making a Home and leave us a nice, happy, honest Steam review. That's our thing at the moment. We need
Steam reviews. So if you
ask your friends and parents and children and
strangers
siblings
with Steam accounts, it's
just
all
go around with a laptop and be like, "Do you have a Steam account?" Yes. Okay. Well, go buy this game. Sign in. Probably make them play like a couple of hours. It'll be a little bit awkward, but you care, so you'll do it.
Just a touch awkward. Totally worth it for you and us. Cool. All right. So we'll be back next week with maybe a mystery game from Sean. Thanks, everyone.
Maybe. See you later.
See you later. Bye.